Okay, we're here with reigning Northwest Conference Football Coach of the Year, Joe Smith. Coach, welcome back on campus. How does it feel?
Thanks, Avi. It feels great to be back on campus. Our guys have been truly itching to get back amongst their teammates, and I think it's been a big shot in the arm for our guys to be around other people. And so it's wonderful to be back and to get to do something we love. And I'm really, really happy we're doing that.
Okay, you now have been at Linfield, coached at Linfield for over 25 years, but this fall is going to be a lot more different than years past with the pandemic. What are some of the changes you had to make to practice?
Well, you're right. It's very different than anything we've ever done before. Obviously, not having a real season is unheard of and unusual. It does give us a chance to really focus on some things that normally we don't have the time to do that because you're trying to be game ready. And so I think being able to focus on the foundation technically of some of our younger players and even our more experienced players, and moving away from the emphasis on schematics and emphasizing technique. Not that we don't do that, but we're able to do that much, much more now, especially given the constrictions of the resocialization plan and the small groups, which really focus you or I should say, force you to focus on technique. And really proud of how our coaches have been doing that. I've seen some tremendous improvement, and I really think it's going to pay off for us for years to come.
Okay, you're bringing in a highly ranked freshman class to go along with a great offensive and a defensive unit from a year ago. What are some of your early impressions of the first week of practice?
Well, we knew the freshman class was pretty deep in terms of positional talent at all positions, but also multiple players of talent at all positions. So I'm very, very pleased with the youth and the talent that's in the youth at the receiving corps. That certainly jumps out at us. Just the raw material that's there to work with is quite impressive. They're neat young men too, so it's been really fun working with them. But our tight ends has some real talent. Our running backs do, and our offensive line has some really nice young players in it, as well as our quarterback group. So the entire offensive skill position I should say, the offensive recruits are really good. And defensively, I feel like we have good defensive linemen without a doubt. That was something we've probably felt the best about on defense, was just the incredible talent that we have coming in that freshman class. But our linebacking core really, we thought was going to be pretty good. And then when we tested them, a couple of those guys really stood out in terms of tremendous athletic ability. And we have some good young secondary players. So I couldn't be more proud or more pleased, if you will, of a freshman class than we have this one.
And then your returners, they didn't have spring practice this past year. How are they coming in?
That's a good question. The spring certainly was taken from us. And so this really probably is our spring practice, maybe is a way to look at it. And being able to work with our veterans has been nice. We were able to do a lot of, as most programs did, a lot of virtual meetings and work on scheme. So we did a tremendous amount of scheme work through meetings and videos and things of that sort throughout the summer, or I guess spring really. And then now we're able to hit the technique. So we're sort of focusing on that technique that we missed in the spring. So it's just great to see our guys again. I mean, I can't emphasize enough how difficult isolation is for any human being, but particularly 18 to 22-year-olds. They're wired to be around people, and particularly team sport athletes. So it's been a real shot in the arm for many of them to get back with their teammates. And I can't stress how important it is and how proud I am of Linfield for taking the stand to have in-person classes and come out and practice. It takes some courage to do it. And I'm really proud of what our administration is committed to do.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.